Just back from a nice vacation in Sun Valley, not me. Spence Checketts, which means he's ready to go back to work and answer 5 questions with Spence. How you doing, my friend? You ready for this?
I'm good, man. Let's do this. I've missed you. It's been a couple of weeks, so we missed last week. So I'm excited to get back on track.
We're off kilter, so we'll start it up right now. All right, question number 1. This deals with the bubble. Which Jazz player, they've split their first 4 games, has impressed you, and which has disappointed you the most after 4 games in the bubble?
So impressed, I'm going to say Mike Conley, even though Donovan's been great, Rudy's been great. You know, we know what to expect from them. Joe, the answer as far as the disappointment before today may have been Joe Ingles, but Joe was great today. So I'll say Royce. I'll say Royce has been the biggest disappointment because the question that we all asked, who's going to replace Boyan, who's going to fill his shoes, the answer that everyone that knows the team seemed to give us was Royce O'Neal. He's been disappointing. George Niang has been highly disappointing. Tony, there's been a lot of disappointment, quite frankly. I don't think they've played that well. But I think Conley's been great. I think Rudy's been great. Donovan's been great. Joe was great today. The bench has been poor, to say the least.
Perfect. Question 2. Virtual fans in those NBA games, yes or no?
You know, I don't have a problem with it, and I thought what they did today, when they were showing a bunch of Jazz fans who were trying to do their best to participate, was kind of fun. They showed our friend KK, Kristen Kenny, randomly got in there as well, and I thought it was kind of fun. I mean, look, I'm not going to be nitpicky about very much of what's going on because I know it's such an undertaking that they're trying to do. So it's not like I'm watching the game in the third quarter and see the Jazz go on a run, and I'm like, well, but that guy in the third row looks fake, so screw this. Like, no. It's just good to have basketball back, and so I have no problem with it at all. They're trying their best to do everything they possibly can to make sure this works.
It sounds good. It sounds like a live arena going on there with fans and everything.
Yeah.
All right, question 3. We're moving to football. We know the Utes will open on September 26th. Not sure what BYU's going to cook up. Which team, though, will play a football game first this season, BYU or Utah?
So until I see an announcement from BYU, I'm going to say Utah. You know, I've talked to a couple of big-time BYU boosters this week. We're hoping to have Steve Young on the show on Thursday or Friday, and there are a lot of very powerful, influential, and also rich BYU boosters that really care about the program that have expressed their interest to Tom Holmoe that they would like to help. And that goes a long way when you have guys like Steve Young and Danny Ainge and Gifford Nielsen and folks that are powerful in the sports world that care and love BYU football, care about and love BYU football. So I'm nervous for my friend Kalani Sitake. I hope they can find some answers, and I hope they can find some people to answer their phone calls. But until I see an announcement, I have to say Utah, because every day that passes, we hear the Big Ten conference only, Big 12, 9+1. Maybe there's some partners there, but the Bama thing is dead since the SEC has gone conference only, and we know what the Pac-12's deal is. So I'm going to say Utah until I hear an announcement from BYU, Dave.
All right, good call. Question 4. With all of the positive COVID tests already in baseball, are they in trouble, or will they finish the season and crown a champion on schedule?
Oh, they're in massive trouble. I think they're going to do, and the reason why this is an important question in our market, even though we don't have a baseball team, is that if you're a college football fan, you can't look at the success of the NBA and feel good. You can't look at the success of the Major League Soccer tournament and feel good because they had clean spaces. They had bubbles. Same thing with the NHL, and they've been phenomenal. You have to look at baseball as your closest analogous comparison, and it has not been good. But, I mean, with all the money that's at stake, we keep talking about this, they're going to find a way to try and crown a champ. Do I think they're going to do it on time? Probably not. Do I think they eventually get it done? I do, just because the business is too important to too many smart, powerful people just to punt and say we're done. So I think they're going to finish.
All right, Spence Checketts, he is a pro. He knows the first 4 questions beforehand. Question 5 is always a surprise. Today on your show, you posed the question to your guest about a dream foursome. Who would it be?
Yes.
I'm going to switch that up a little bit.
On the golf course.
On the golf course. If you had to play,
context is important.
If you had to play a foursome with the KUTV on-air personalities, one of them would have to be kicked off the team because there's 4 of them. Who gets the boot? Adam, DJ, Jake, or me?
Ugh.
And by the way,
You know what?
Coma and Timmy will caddy for you.
And I would love that because Coma's going to bring the weed. There's no doubt.
Stop.
So no, I mean, stay off drugs, kids. Say no.
Yeah.
I'm just going to have to say, I'm going to have to say Jake is out because I've known the three of you the longest, but Jake's like the nicest kid in the world, so that pains me to say.